guys, welcome back to Marissa Explains It All, and today I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving video and just telling you what I'm thankful for. I did a Halloween video telling some ghost stories, so I thought since Thanksgiving is tomorrow that I would tell you what I am grateful for. And when I was thinking about making this video, I thought about the normal things that people might say, like, oh, I'm grateful for my husband, or I'm grateful for my job. But the thing that I always, 100% of the time, think about when I think of what I'm grateful for, when I think about what I am just so unbelievably lucky and, I don't know how to say, like, just really glad to have, is my health, period. That's, not to say that I'm not grateful for other things, but my health, without health, you have nothing. And for those of you who know me, who are watching this, you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, I am a cancer survivor. I had cancer 7 years ago. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I went through chemotherapy treatment. So I lost my hair, I got really sick. It was the worst thing that I had ever been through. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. And then, in addition to dealing with that, 4 months after I had finished chemotherapy, I was hospitalized for a blood clot in my brain, which was called a sagittal sinus thrombosis. I was admitted to the emergency room and hospitalized, and I almost died. And then I was treated for that, for the continuing, after that, on blood thinners and things. Unfortunately, I survived. That was a really close call for me. Having been through two major health issues back to back has made me, and having survived them both, has made me grateful for my health more than anything else I could think of. For those of you who haven't been through a health issue, literally when you don't have health, you have nothing. Like, nothing else is as important. And when you're sick and you're going through these life-threatening things and you're faced with your mortality, that is something that various people are faced with their mortalities for different reasons. Having cancer is something that forces you to face your mortality, and there's a lot of emotions that go around it. I actually heard another cancer survivor describe it this way. She said going through treatment for cancer is similar to walking across a suspension bridge. So when you see that you have to go across it, you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm going all in, I'm running across this bridge, I'm gonna, I might be scared and it might be teetering and tottering, I don't know if I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna do this. And then when it's over, you turn around and you look back at the bridge and you're like, holy shit, I just went through that. So while you're going through it, you're not concerned with the mundane things that you normally would be concerned with when you're healthy. You're concerned with your health. And this may not be everyone's experience, but this is my experience. It permeates all facets of your life. It's the first thing you think about when you wake up and the last thing you think about when you fall asleep. And then afterwards, when you're done, you just start analyzing and looking back, and it forces you to really assess things. Now, I had cancer 7 years ago. I am cured. I probably should have started with that. Thankfully, I am cured. I had, again, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and my treatment took, and I went through chemotherapy, and I'm clean. 5 years. You have 5 years of scans after your treatment, and then you're considered cured. So I am cured. And as far as the blood clot goes, that was a devastating blow to me after I had just been through something so serious. So, I could talk about this probably for hours, and I have a lot of, obviously I have insight and things, and I'm always very open about having had cancer and being a cancer survivor. If there's anyone out there that's going through it or wants more information, I will happily talk to people. It's like when you're diagnosed, you belong to this club that you don't want to belong to, and whenever you meet another cancer survivor or someone who's going through it themselves, you realize that you have this understanding that no one else can share with you. Whether you've had a family member that's gone through it or anything, it's not the same as having had it yourself. But, this is a time of year when you sit and you think about what you're grateful for. And mine is my health. Always first and foremost. So, not to be all somber and sad on this, I mean, I have a happy story. My story is happy, and that's something that I wanted to share because it's not something I talk about openly. Like I'm very open about it with the people that I love and care about and the people that know. I'm very matter of fact. It's something that happens to me and I will talk about it, but I don't talk to everyone and everything and everyone about it every day. It's not something that I'm constantly bringing up, and I have my own personal reasons for that. I didn't want having had cancer to defining me. I didn't want to be known as the girl that had cancer. I never want to be known as, oh, that's the girl. I am so much more than that. I would rather be known as the fiery redhead with the smart mouth than the cancer survivors. So it's not something that I talk about, at dinner parties or with people I just met. Once I get to know you, I'll open up about it. I don't want it to define me. It is a chapter in my life that is over. I want to move on. I have moved on, and this time of year just makes me analyze and be grateful and step back and really appreciate that I'm healthy. I could talk about the blood clot that I had too. I mean, if anyone thinks they might experience that, it's very rare, and I don't think a lot of people survive it. So if you have been through that and you have survived and you want to talk to me, I'm open to talking about that as well. That was something that happened very suddenly, and I was, like I said, admitted through the emergency room and then hospitalized as a result, and it was life-threatening, and to have survived it is remarkable. In fact, I don't think I've ever met anyone else that has. Not to say that they're not out there, it's just such a small portion of the population. So I'm off treatment for that as well. I have been. I was only treated for about 6 months on blood thinners, and then my MRIs and things started coming back clear, so the blood clot was cleared, and they don't know what caused it or why I had it. Again, I'm just, not to be somber and sad, I just wanted to share what I was grateful for because it is Thanksgiving. And isn't that the reason, like, aside from food and, sitting around and getting fat, isn't that the whole point of Thanksgiving? So if you want to, let me know what you're thankful for, or just take a minute and just be thankful for your health, because it is the most important thing, at least to me. So I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving. Okay, thanks.